Welcome back with another episode today with Coldcast. You already know we're here with Double Avery's. You already know how it's going. And
Ave 1 and Ave 2, you know the vibes. You know the
like,
vibes.
subscribe,
Yeah, Treyway.
share,
Yeah.
follow us on Instagram, cop some gear. We're gonna plan something out, something cool, like a little commercial type of thing for y'all to promote it out a little bit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, follow me on the gram at Treyzone. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, follow
do
me
that.
at it'savery.3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Treyzone. Can we do the Coldcast extras? We gonna start doing that, please.
we really gonna start doing the Coldcast.
Yeah, I wanna go out in the field. I told Avery, man, I'm gonna put the mic on him, send him to Walmart. We gonna see what he come back with.
What do you mean with you and me? We could have him do?
Public approaches. I wanna see his strategy towards that.
Cold approaching.
Yeah, co-approaching. We can call it that, co-approaching. That's a whole series. But hey, man, we got a lot of stuff in the
Smooth.
vault. We gonna keep it. We gonna keep it in the vault though for now.
So a cold approach, do you have a strategy with that?
Give me a setting.
CVS.
CVS.
Okay.
Alright, so boom. CVS. Depending on what aisle I'm in.
You walking down aisle 6.
She's getting soap.
I mean,
Let's say-
I might first I'm gonna act like I'm looking at shit, you feel me? Just going down the aisle.
This the milk aisle.
I pre her, act like, you feel me? I just seen her, but
You
whole
free?
Whole time.
Hey, you free? You free? You free? Okay. You free?
Whole time I've been seeing her type
Yeah.
shit. So I'm running down, but you gotta act like for me when I look up, it's the first time.
You already
I
got the
start
player
checking them,
badges.
I'm like, oh, boom.
What happened if she already caught you staring?
He stuck. That boy stuck.
Real shit.
Nah.
Like we gonna make eye contact.
And you gonna hold it.
If we stand now I'ma smile. And see smile, feel me? Then I know I'm
My-
green.
Yeah.
Green. So now I approach her, boom. Like yo, so what's your name? You looking good. Like I preed you from, feel me?
Yeah.
When I first came in, but
Feel me?
but I just started talking, and then you start getting to know her, ask her name, boom, boom, boom. But if it worked, boom. If she denied, then on to the next.
You know that's a Bronx youngin. You feel me? Nah.
Brooks is
Hey,
crazy.
shout out White Plains. Shout out, yeah.
Yeah, shout out White Plains.
So that's how you usually that's usually your go-to strategy.
That's just because really my go-to strategy is go off the dome. That's the strategy.
Yeah.
But really, yeah, it's just first I scan my target,
Yeah.
then I approach smoothly. You can't really just run down. You feel me? You gotta.
Yeah, you can't be
Take
scaring
the
the
slow
holes and
approach.
shit. You know you're
Like,
here.
Think of it. Let me give you an analogy. Like a cheetah trying to get a what they be hunting.
Gazelles.
Elk.
Oh yeah, word elk and gazelles. Word. So like you feel me? They
Crouch down.
crouch down,
You on the prowl.
smooth,
Mm.
just going. But nah.
Nah.
See you dragging it.
Yeah,
like,
you go, yeah, hey.
the gazelle gonna be out.
You gonna end up in a situation.
Right.
Yeah.
You just gotta take your time. Take your time. Wait till you feel me. But once you get close, you get her.
Ah, you feel me? You gotta grab hey.
But here, the approach when you crawling and being smooth and
That's
low
the
key.
strategy.
That's you talking to her. That's just you.
The setup.
The setup, really.
Yeah.
And then after you get her number, this, that, and the third, that's when you grab that.
Yeah.
Because now
She know what
you
you
got the
want.
number. No. But
She know what you want.
Right, but now you have more range to.
Yeah.
Now you could
You
really
scared
open
of
up.
the
You could
hoes.
open up the bag. Word is what I'm saying. Like once you get the number
Yeah.
out of that, now you get to talk. Now you could really show who you are. But really, that's the approach to get the number or get the exchange, whatever contact information. You just gotta be real. I guess just icebreaker. Think of it like an icebreaker, bro. Like,
Yeah.
those are the type of questions you want to be asked.
I got a question though. So like the strategy when it comes to getting a woman, would you say that it's better when, from the jump they know your intentions, like, or would you say like the friend zone thing, like you wouldn't advise that to anybody, would you?
As far as being in the friend zone.
No, I'm saying like making your
Straight to
intentions
it.
known though. Yeah, like make
Straight to
your
it.
make
Me-
your intentions
Nah,
known.
honestly,
Cause some dudes be on that, not even trying to friend zone, but they be coming around acting like, you feel me? They
Trying to
don't-
be your best friend.
Yeah, like that's a strategy though. Some people use that, other people use the off the bat. I can tell you more of like a straight to it. You feel me? Cause you
Yeah.
telling like walking down. I seen
Like,
you.
you
You
know
look
I
good.
want you.
Yeah, like
I'm
you
gonna tell her,
look
like,
good.
and that's also my strategy, to be upfront, to be damn near blunt, but I
Right.
also want to be respectful at the same time.
Exactly. I was talking about it over, man. Seeing some of the stuff that they be calling out to these young women.
What, catcalling?
Catcalling
Yeah,
is
man.
crazy, like.
I mean, you from New York, so you hear the craziest catcalls.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, even my female friends, they be telling me, like, for me, they don't even like that. That's
Yeah.
how I know. For me, if I have all these women in my life telling me that when they get catcalled, that when niggas is catcalling at them, they don't like that shit.
Shit ain't smooth,
not
bro.
the
Like,
vibe.
Ain't
that's
smooth.
not no. So I know damn well I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
'Cause I already know I'm gonna scare off.
Like,
That's how
hey
you
yo,
scare
ma,
off.
hey yo, ma, like, nah, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
like,
work.
Shorty, she like her pussy is not wet off that.
Yeah, they be on
That
some.
shit desert. Once you say that, like
They be
this nigga-
calling them on.
like he goofy. Oh, he goofy. They
Yeah.
automatically gonna think you goofy.
Like, weird as hell. Like, what you got going on over here trying to talk to people across the street? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you here talking
if
to
you're gonna
strangers,
talk to somebody,
crazy.
you gotta approach them. I want to be up close and personal.
You want it personal, bro. You don't need everyone in all your
Everybody
business.
knowing in your exactly.
Yeah.
They really be doing that because they scared to talk 1-on-1.
But out of
That's
you,
the thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
more so, yeah.
Because
There's more of a scared factor.
Niggas
they
just
do it to
real-
be you in front of the homies. Like, bro, when I be with
Tryna
a
be
group,
funny.
yeah, group, I'll be like, bro, that's not the. You feel me? You just interacting with her though. They want an interaction, and that's one thing about beautiful women, man. Most guys don't even gotta take it all the way there, bro. If they could just get some of your attention, some of your time, that's enough
Exactly,
for 'em.
because you don't. Here's the bad notion about us men. These women always think that we want to fuck. That's all we want to do. They just be thinking like, oh, this nigga want to talk to me. Oh, this nigga want to fuck. Like,
Yeah, and some people do
So-
though.
Some
hold on.
people do.
Some people do.
What? So you just go up to the person, like, you know what? I want a relationship with this person.
relationship.
Not a
is
relationship,
Why you see?
but you
No,
can
I'm
be
just- no, I'm
like,
just asking. I'm just
That's
you
asking.
can be like, hey, we can get to know each other.
know
or
each other,
something.
bro. I
Yeah.
don't gotta be in your pants.
I know,
just
I
wanna-
know that you ain't trying to go to the pants off rip, but you would really want to at the end of the day.
Okay, initially, if I'm approaching you, that means I find you
You
attractive.
attractive, so you want to get in her pants.
I could. You feel me?
So
I
you
could
can't-
want. No. Let me not say I could. 'Cause I can't for real. It's up to her. But I would want to sometimes, but not all the time. That's the case. I might just want to be friends. Cause here's the thing. Cause this is a strategy of mine. Not. It's,
Oh, you
it's
do
not
the
for
friends
everybody.
bullshit, like, oh, let me be your
Boom.
friend and try to work in.
No.
Okay.
No, listen, I could make a friend with a bad bitch. She bad as ever, but I never fuck her. I actually become her friend. Now I'm dead ass. I'm genuinely her friend, and now we tell each other everything we going on. Guess who bad bitches hang around?
Other bad bitch.
Other bad bitches. So now when her friends around, she's my wingman for all these other bitches. Sacrificing one bad bitch could get me 100
He
other
just
bad
dropped
bitches.
the bomb on y'all though.
Watch
Y'all not
it.
listening though, cause that's facts though.
All right, now I got a question for you. Would it be a platonic friendship?
Yes, bro.
Yes, that's the
Have
point of
platonic-
it.
Yes,
That's what's
literally-
gonna make
that's
everybody
literally-
else bite down.
So you're
Exactly,
telling, all right. So you're
bro.
telling me if
She's gonna throw me onto her friends.
No.
if she-
What happened is she's like, yo, Avery, you know, I want to do the deed. Pause.
She could want to fuck me. She know I want to.
You wouldn't.
If he already knows what's on the other side,
Yes,
if
bro,
he
I'm
knows,
not gonna fuck
it's
that,
a
bro.
strategy.
Come
You gotta
on,
play the
Trey.
game.
There's
You gotta play. He's
got to,
always, hey,
bro.
look though, that's how you
listening,
remain
Cole.
disciplined. Like discipline is the first key. Like yo,
telling
in
you,
clutch
Cole.
crunch time, it's fourth quarter game on the line. Bro, he making a smart play. You know how they tired of seeing Bron drive, and it's 3 dudes pause, and he pass out. It's the right play, and when they make the play, they love Bron. He's such a great facilitator, great passer. When he don't, you know what I'm saying? When he try to take it all the way and miss, they gonna call him the same thing they call Kobe, bro. It's so crazy how everything correlates to life.
He's not lying, bro.
That's true, but
It's
everyone wants
crazy.
Braun on their team.
They literally like, bro, he's not gonna do anything freaky with this baddie because he knows the baddie commission is watching. The baddie commission
Watching.
is in the group chat every day, making reads and
Hourly.
stats,
I ain't gonna
scouting.
front. If you was
Texting
really,
faithfully in that chat.
if you was really that nigga though, you would be able to smash the front.
No, that's not
and
what
the
it's
whole
about.
group. But that's not what I was.
no, I'm not saying-
Yeah,
I'm not saying
'cause
that's-
then he
that's the
sacrifices
goal.
himself.
Right.
He
Now I'm
sacrifices
a
himself.
Sacrifice himself how?
He doesn't want everybody.
I
No,
don't
I'm
want
not,
everybody,
I'm not saying
bro.
he wants everyone. Nah.
No, look,
Whatever.
as a high quality man, right? That's what we talking about. A commodity, somebody who is the prize.
Right.
My strategy to keep it, is exclusivity. You feel me? And that's one thing that I want to talk about with strategy. Like, bro, you don't need to tell everybody your strategy, but as long as you have one, bro, you killer. Because a lot of people out here moving clueless, and like, especially with the women, man.
Clueless.
Like
bro.
a lot of guys, man. I ain't gonna speak too much. I'm not gonna say any names. I was in the cab the other day, man. It was a baddie, man. And I see Buddy, you know what I'm saying, try to go just he rushed into it. You feel me? He didn't think about what he was doing. He just flew up and said something quick, and she just looked at him. And you know, it was a sad thing to see. It was a man down, in the field of action, in the line of battle.
Nah, but that's okay though to get rejected. You don't.
But you
don't
don't want to
score every
be.
single time.
You don't want to be a crash dummy, bro. It's one thing to get rejected and getting your points, getting your shots up, versus, bro, you a bench player, bro. We using you in practice, and you know you might get on the bus. We don't really know. You want to be one of those guys where, hey, he's working on his game. He's young right now, but we see that development. And you know, when you see a bad woman, the first thing you want to do is go up there and talk to her and maybe make a fool of yourself. But hey, like Avery said, on the prowl, just like the cheetah, just like the jaguar, just like the big cats of the world, man. They hunt, and then when they strike, they already was in the door. So it's just that much more of a big effect. But yeah, talk to me a little bit about your strategy with women, Cole. Like, we know you obviously the OG. You know, you the one.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, man.
Nigga, I'm 23, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not old.
Oh,
But he
gee.
give you that's unk vibes, man.
Uncle
Y'all
over
getting
there.
unk
Nah,
vibes,
I got black and mild, bro. Like,
Nah, that's OD. I ain't gonna lie. Black and wild is great.
my strategy with
black.
women, like, in what like, what
Let's say-
environment am I in?
Let's say you're not cold approaching, because Avery did the cold approaching one. Let's say that you're you know what I'm saying.
I'm playing a date out.
Yeah, let's
I-
say
oh, yeah,
let's say you take women
No,
on dates.
matter of fact, I got a sitchy.
Yeah,
This is a common
sitchy.
sitchy for
For-
college kids, even though, yeah, you in college.
Nigga,
but-
I am in college.
He about done with that mouth. He about done with that. Hey, look though, not for real.
Nah, but yo, listen.
That was a good little, yeah.
All right, so
I got you. My
this
first time
Tinder,
seeing
this
me-
Tinder or
okay.
this a dating app,
All
right?
right.
Boom.
Mhm.
You trying to talk to shorty in the DMs or whatever, like after you match or something.
Yeah.
What's your approach?
All right, boom. There's so many. All right, so I have different go-to lines, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like I really.
So you have go tos.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like I had, bro, I had to like try to master the shit, bro. It was just like, you know what I mean. It was really just trying to like think about it and like you got to strategize. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't go and be like, damn, your ass is fat, or like, hey, beautiful. Like
What?
you can't do that. It ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like you might get her.
She heard that
yeah,
before, and she know that.
exactly.
She
So
know that.
You gotta
If
think.
her ass fat, she know that.
You gotta
Why
think
you tell
something
her?
different, bro. You gotta be like, damn, don't block your blessings. Like what I used to say.
He one of them corny niggas. You know?
Nah,
Nah.
even out the game. Nah,
Don't block your blessings. I'm right here. Some bullshit like that. Like,
some little
And that shit would work.
Yeah,
swear to God.
For sure.
Swear to God. Like,
What would they be? What would be their response to that? Or like, how did you know that it would work? Like, would she laugh at it? Like, what did you think the outcome was gonna be when you said don't?
I'm
block
confident in my words. I just talk.
her? You just know she. You just know she gonna respond back.
Nah, it's either get a response. If I don't, I don't.
Okay, cool.
Most of the time, like that was like one from like way back then. So like, there's different ones you could say. You just gotta just be original. You just gotta think of your own. You just can't have something that like everyone else is gonna use. You feel me?
Right.
Like if you give her the same thing someone else gives, man, then she's gonna be like, all right, this nigga's in the same category as like. Now you're the big
What's another go to you got?
because he is a veteran. I mean, this
He's
guy-
a vet,
this guy's
yeah.
had a
He's been
long
doing
career.
this for what?
So yeah,
copy and paste, copy and
let's
paste.
take down the
55 years.
memory lane.
Yo, that's crazy.
What's a good line though, man?
Bro, I'm telling you, there's some good ones. Damn, bro, you got me on the spot. Like I'm over here really thinking like shit. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Cause it's hard to think of, but like,
My thing was depending on the app. Let's say Hinge, for example.
oh, you look
'Cause
good.
you
Hold on,
know,
yeah, I would be like, you look good, but you look better with me. Like some shit
Okay,
like that,
okay.
you know, and that.
yeah, just simple but sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, some sweet shit. Word.
That's definitely a great strategy for the DM. You know what I mean?
Not even that. Yeah, but you on that, and then boom. So I get that. We get a conversation going. I don't want to text on the app too quick. I want to try to get the number quick as possible because,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to
Yeah.
spend time on the app because it's like, bro, like,
It's not going.
he ain't gonna be going too long.
last for
Yeah.
it,
So
yeah.
it's like, all right, boom. You want to get us out of the app quickly as possible. Get the number, build a connection up. You know, talk to them. Get on FaceTime. That's one big thing too. Get on FaceTime before you see them in person.
Yes.
Because you do see some
Before you
catfish.
link, yeah.
Yeah, because trust me,
Before y'all link,
FaceTime before y'all link.
FaceTime. Y'all don't want to show up
FaceTime before
and-
y'all link.
Come on, that's essential.
you gotta strategize this whole shit out.
You don't gotta FaceTime all the time, but at least one time
Hold
before
up,
you.
that's
sit
at
a-
down.
least once, because you don't want to get catfish,
Yeah,
and you
you
want to
don't-
see the
yeah,
face.
you wanna
You
see the
want to
face.
see the face for sure.
Want to see the face?
You get that, then boom, and now you gotta bro. You gotta strategize the car route now, because if you're picking them up, you gotta think about it like you're picking up a shorty. Do you want your girl to come in the car with like your car is all nasty and shit, or in the room, like what you call it? There's your first, like the girl's coming over the first time, right? You want your room to be messy?
Hell no.
Exactly. So you gotta think about
Hell
it the
no,
same.
my
Like
shit-
as soon as they come into the car, you want it to be, you know what I mean? You want it to smell good. Boom. You gotta have the essentials. Cause my niggas do this shit too, bro. And it was like something I was like, yo, my nigga does this shit too. I was like, yo, that's cool.
Smell good, essentially.
Yeah, you have the scents in your car. You have gum. You always make sure you have a pack of gum in the car. You have cologne in the car. You have your car is clean. You know what I mean? Just set the vibe, bro. As soon as they step in the car, I was like, okay, like, this is different. This is nice because they feel it out. They're like, all right, smooth.
See what
you know
type
I mean?
of dude you is.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
impressions go a long way.
First impression.
Yeah,
They said, all right, this nigga takes care of himself. Like, got the shit smell good. She smells different aromas. Bro, you guys strategize out. You guys go on your little day, whatever, boom, boom. And then if you smack the night, you smack the night. If you don't, you don't.
If
It
you
is what it
smack,
is.
But if you don't smack that first night, it's still not a loss. Cause
It's not a loss.
I'm a slow roast type of nigga.
slow roast.
How slow, though?
As slow as I want, cause the ball's always in my court.
Okay.
I dictate the tempo.
So what happened?
I'm a receiver, bro. I dictate the tempo.
So what happened if you're ready
They talking.
and they ain't ready, then?
Seems
I'm ready.
like you're
If
ready.
they're not ready, they're gonna be ready. I promise you.
Okay, so you slow roasting for a long time. You playing the you playing the
Nah,
long game.
they want to fuck before I do.
So you playing the long game.
Nah, they might want to fuck day 2. They might want to fuck day 1.
Yeah.
They might want to
like-
fuck day 5.
It
6,
may
7.
be like that. It really do
It's
might
up
be
to
like
me
that.
when you feel me, cause you feel me, I'm a fuck. Yeah, we can fuck, but I can control my shit. You feel me? It's not like
That's control is a big part of the process.
Big
though,
part.
man.
Mr. Bitches, huh? That's what you are.
no.
I mean, you saying you can fuck any bitch you got, bro.
That's not what I said.
Nah, it's sad. It's sad to see youngins lose control of themselves around.
You can't think with your dick, bro. I'm telling you, that's
Yes,
another.
bro.
That's one thing you gotta master, bro. Like you cannot think as a man, bro. Like
You have to
once
master
you
your mind.
once you master your penis, dog. Like
Pause.
Yeah. Come on, bro. Really?
Nah,
really?
nah, chill.
Don't
Go ahead,
master
go ahead,
it. First of all,
go
don't
ahead.
master your penis.
Go ahead, go ahead,
Master
go
your
ahead, go
mind.
yeah, but
So you can-
people think with
you
their
don't-
dick. That's what I'm saying.
But you have to think they're thinking with their dick because their mind is weak.
They go
what I'm
places they
saying.
wouldn't go with a
You was
You
in-
gun.
have to
the-
strengthen your mind.
Yeah, the dick head, bro. The tip, bro. That's the
Yo,
brain.
he's
Bro, pause.
It'll take
But at
you
the same
places.
time, bro, yes, you over here think with your dick. It's like, yo, once you master that, and be like, yo, get yourself straight, get yourself up first, and handle your business and all that stuff, and everything else can come after. All the fun and all that stuff can come after. Then you're good. You really like once you like how you said earlier, bro. Once you figure out yourself and all that, and you have that conversation, God or whoever you believe in. No, then you already know your destiny. That you have a strategy and you actually have a plan, and you strategize your plan, bro. No one could tell you different, and
They can't.
that's really part of it. You
You
know,
don't let them tell you nothing.
You
Like,
can't.
they people going, and that's the thing. We talked about it a couple episodes ago, last episode, man. I think I said it. Every time you hear a no, every time I hear a no, it just make me that much more motivated. I'm that much more on to what, you know what I'm saying, people say that you can't do.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, bro, you gotta have your strategy in check, and you gotta think strategy and thinking and planning and all of that stuff. It goes hand in hand.
And
But
it's funny because I seen a post. Shout out Brenton. Shout out Brenton
Yeah.
Hilton. Lefty, left hand
B.
bandit.
Hilton.
He at
Yo.
the end of one of his posts, he had a picture, and it was a little cartoon picture, and there was a guy in the middle. He had his ears closed on both sides, just
No.
ears closed, eyes closed, and then around him, you had people. You had on one side people, they saying, "Oh, like you,
You don't-
suck. Oh, you
yeah.
don't deserve this," or like there's how like negative comments. And then on the other side, you got the positive comments. You're so amazing. You're great. You did it perfect.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. He had both ears closed.
Yeah, you can't
Block
take none of that.
all of it out. Because that's how you stay down. That's how you really stay true to yourself. Because, again, you
Stay
have
on
to
course.
have that balance. You don't want to get too high. Because then you will get complacent.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna feel, then you're going
You
to fall
fall.
out. You're going
If you get
to
too
not
low,
remember, you get too low,
quit.
you quit.
Never too
So
high,
just
never too
block
low.
all of it out.
Yeah,
And just be there. You gotta be level headed.
Level headed.
But you gotta remember to feel. You gotta. If you have an achievement, it's okay to feel it out though. Like enjoy that time that you have. Like, okay, you know what? Boom! I felt this. This feels like a great achievement. Now you have to be like, all right. You have your little time, your little celebration. Then boom, it's back to work. Like for me, like achieving something and just like being successful, that's like a high to me. Like, bro, I get so high off of that shit. It feels like it just feels good. You know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah.
like something like you know how hard you work for, and it's like that's that warm feeling in your body. It's like, yo, like I just did what I just said I was gonna do, and I knew how like the work it was gonna take, but I didn't know how long it was gonna be. You know, because you could always have a plan and strategize it from there.
yeah. I think that's important part of the strategy though, is planning for those down seasons or like off seasons. You know, like you said, after you accomplish something, it's a high, but like success is earned every day. You know, it's the rent is due every day for success, and so you gotta find a way. Like you get on that high, but you still ground yourself to wake up, do it again and again, so that you can earn what you want. And you gotta plan along the way, and your strategy for those times when it's not always easy, coming down off of that high. Cause like we talked about it too. This season could have been, coming down off a high for me. Like Coach Gilbert talked to me about that. Like, man, sometimes injuries is there to humble you, or they're there to like kind of slow you down, so that you can take a second to really see where you at. And me watching the game from a back perspective, I think it really shows you a different side that you don't get to see when you on the field. So definitely, like when you strategize and planning whatever you want to do, make sure you don't ignore that. It's still gonna be challenges along the way. It's still gonna be things you gotta go through. But I think planning for that, knowing it's coming, taking it on, head on, pause.
Pause.
Pause. Nah, no.
That's so stupid.
That's
Feel
crazy.
that,
Like
man.
that was insane. Yo, chill.
Pause. Hey, yo.
Yeah, nah.
Hey,
Nah.
yo.
No plan for the hard
Hey.
times.
Yo.
Yeah. Hey, yo, we go chill on that, bro. I feel like I'm in, man. Come on. Hey, look though, nah, for real.
Baby LeMay.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo.
Nah, but yeah, you definitely got to be able to understand the ebbs and flows of the game. What did he say, man? Like me, man.
I love the game.
I love the
Love the
hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them
Ball
ball playing
players.
niggas. Ooh, you feel like, bro. Yeah, that was real pain though. You feel me? He really felt that. I think, and that's a great hood classic that kind of speaks to what I just said.
But that shit's real.
Yeah,
That's just real, bro. Like,
I love the hustle.
but once you find like
What your niche is.
and what you want to do, and you know how to plan, you strategize, and you're like, hey, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to accomplish at the end of college and your career and your, you know what I mean, your professional career. That's like something like you shake about. You know what I mean?
You
cheer
gotta be
about.
money making Mitch about it.
Yeah, it's like yo, like this is it's do or die now. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like now when you're in the real world, bro, it's like
Cut though.
you're there, bro. Like it's a dog eat dog world, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna feel sorry for you. You know what I mean? It's like it's really up to you of how things are gonna go, bro. So it's like if you don't have a strategy, you gotta know how to strategize. You gotta know the difference between a plan and a strategy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like a lot of people don't know the difference. A lot of people be saying, "Oh yeah, I strategize this," and reality just set a plan. Like and now you're screwed up. You
Yeah.
feel me? And for people that don't know, like a plan, like difference between a plan and a strategy. A plan is saying like, "Oh yeah, I want to go to the NFL," but the strategy part is I need to go work. I want to work out 3 days a week. I mean, I'm gonna work out 3 days, 3 times a day. I'm gonna condition. I'm gonna do extra stuff. You know what I mean?
The goal is that you want to go to the NFL. That's
Yeah.
the goal. The plan would be that in order to go to, I have to play football in college. I have to play in high school.
Yeah.
Depending on what age you are at this time,
Yeah.
I have to play football in my educate and get my education.
Get your degree and all that. Yeah.
And then
The strategy is
the strategy to
where
that
you
plan
where
is
you
The workout,
Yeah.
your routine, your
who
regimen.
you find yourself
how am I gonna
around,
get there? How am I
Yeah.
gonna get to my plan?
what school you
How
go
am I
to.
gonna get to Ohio State if let's say I want to play Ohio
Yeah.
State? I
Yeah.
gotta work out really hard. Like I gotta work out, get my grades up, make sure everything make sure I'm the best I can be athletically, whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of youngins, you gotta stick to the strategy though, cause it's real easy to get away from the script and change what you was doing. But nah, like if you said I'm gonna play college ball, when you get there and it's time to play college ball, it ain't little boy ball no more. It ain't, you know what I'm saying, middle school, high school where you was the best. Like that's where you really see if you gonna stick to the strategy, and that's where a lot of people
Stick to the
fall off.
script, bro.
Yeah,
Facts.
So what you call it? So like even to get in that point,
Consistency, discipline. Back it all comes back to that for real.
even to get like NFL just one, but like let's say for that CEO position, you know, or even run a business and open a business and have it flourish.
starting a business.
You gotta have great people around you. You gotta have a good circle around you. You know. So what do you guys say? You guys strategize on how you present, like how you pick your friend group.
Yeah. So like your friend group, bro, a lot of times you don't they say not to mix, friends and business or family or business or whatever, but like, you know what I'm saying, you want to be around people that's like-minded. You want to be around people that have the same amount of drive as you cuz you can't drag people along. Like I look for people who are not only trying to accomplish the same goal as me, but they're coming from the same place kind of like, I play football and I play receiver, but it's different types of receivers. Like, is you working out with the you know what I'm saying, the 6'2", 6'4" receivers? I got a couple 6'4" receivers I work out with, but most of the guys I'm running with, every day, getting iron sharpen iron with, like they receivers like me, quick, speedy. You feel me? They got ability to stretch a field. But that's part of the kind of the culture of strategy. You know what I mean? Like I look up to guys like Tyreek Hill, Steve Smith, like Kavontae Turpin, like any kind of like smaller receiver, I relate to them. So I think that like my strategy about if you say NFL or if you say playing football at any high level, like I studied those guys and what they did and how their journeys was. Bro, my journey right now, I'm so comfortable in it because I seen what other people been through. I know what my brother's going through. I know what Sly going through. I know what KB going through. I know what Samir going through. Like we all see it, bro. And I think that's a big part of the strategy too. Like the people you surround yourself with, the people you study, the people you hang around, you look up to, it's gonna start to shape your reality, and it's gonna be easier to accept. I would say so.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Strategy of how you pick the people around you.
Just like Trey said, man, I'm looking for like-minded people, and I found that through football, through school. I'm always, I guess, attentive to how people move, and like, let's say they tell me something about like what they want to do or something. Like if I'm with them on a day-to-day basis, say I go to school with you. Like, are you doing the things you say you want to do? I'm trying to see how bad you want it, because I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want it just like really
Yeah.
bad. So it's like I'm always thinking about ways I can get to that goal. Like ways I'm trying to get to that goal is like I'm trying to see, is your mind as active as mine? Like, are you really thinking? Like, are you really using your brain on a constant basis? Like, trying to better yourself, trying to grow as a person. I'm trying to
I can't
be with
stand
people
that's
that
not
that,
like that.
that want to grow, like regardless of where you want to grow or like and wherever your path leads. The fact that you want to grow, that's the type of people I want to be around.
You can't be around people that's stagnant. Like
Right.
you can't be around people who don't got nothing.
But I also am looking for because there are people that want to grow, but they also
Yeah.
they get they too big of a head. Like they all like what I'm saying, like trying to throw their accomplishments in your face and all that stuff. I don't want to be around people like that. So now that I know I want to be around people that grow, now I gotta separate it's a different type of like the categories. Let's say like growth, and then boom, you got people that are loud and want to throw it in your face, like the conceited type of growers, and then you got the people that are more level. I
They
guess
gonna pass the game down.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. They're more of a philanthropist with their
Okay, yeah.
knowledge, and that's the type of
They gonna put you on.
that's the type of like grower and it's grower I want to be. I don't even. Yeah,
This is crazy.
I don't even
Nah.
lie. This is
Oh.
Hey, we
I
don't
ain't
want to
gonna
be
lie,
around.
this-
Being for
I want to
real,
be around people that
you don't want to be around people that's that was crazy.
Yeah. I don't
But you don't want to be around
This is
people.
getting crazy.
You don't want you don't want to be around people that's not passing the game down. You know what I mean? Like they not.
They can't be an
because it
asset.
doesn't end with me.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
It really
And that's-
doesn't.
it
And
do-
once, like, back to what we were saying earlier, like about how, in order to get to my, I guess I gotta get to my success first. I gotta get to the first stage of in order to get to the second and third stages of my life. Like I gotta become whatever I want to be first in order to start giving back.
Yeah.
Like it's levels. First, I gotta get to the first level. After I complete that, now a new trajectory of things open up for me. So boom, now I gotta get to the next level and the next level. Boom.
Yeah. And
It's
you
like
never
gotta
want to
focus
be.
on-
You never want to be the smartest person in the room or in
Right.
your circle. Like you want to be around people that and challenge you and encourage you, and then y'all grow together. Iron sharpens iron mentality. I think that's a big part of the strategy you got to throw in there too. It's a lot of things that go into making a great strategy, but like having iron sharpen iron and being around people where you're
that
not
constantly
always
make my brain
yeah.
Make it work.
active and
Make it
work.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think?
So you getting game passed down, and then like you said, you pass it down to people that's not at that level that you reach, and that's like each one teach one. You feel me? Like
right.
that's the best method to really building something that's great. I think.
Yeah, because how I see it is, I gotta actually, yeah, maybe say this one first. So, for me, I definitely see what you guys say and all that. Like, you wanna have someone that's helping, that you guys can help and they can help you. You know, like they want to be obviously more of an asset than more of a liability, and that's how I go across my friends and how I pick them out. Like when I was younger, I already knew what type of person I wanted to be. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to be that moment, but I knew I wanted to be successful. And my parents used to always drill in my head, like, you just can't have everyone as your friend. You got to pick your
Exactly.
friends wisely, you know?
Exactly.
You got to, like, really be, like, you really got to be
Oriented.
stern. Yeah, you really got to be
Yeah.
stern at who pick your friends, like, who you got to talk to, who you got to tell things
People
to.
don't get that
And you can't, and a lot of people don't
Yeah.
understand, you can't tell everything to everyone.
at all.
You know, like if you even a good
Someone with
good
good
surprise,
intentions.
even with a good surprise, you can't just tell anyone what you just got, because then you don't know if that person has hatred for you, envy you, like all this other stuff.
Snakes in the grass.
Exactly. And for me, picking my friends, I always made sure I picked my friends that had some type of skill to them. It wasn't just like, oh,
God.
this person's just funny, or
Just there.
yeah, they're just not living. You know, they're just an NPC.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, bro. You hit it right.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's literally all my friends that. Shout out to all my friends that I grew up with. Like my close partners, my brothers. All of them, they have a passion. And I don't just mean like, oh, I'm good at this, I'm good at that. I mean like these dudes are excelling in something like Division I sports, and even if they not D1 in the classroom, they make amazing marks. Like, and they have a purpose to what they're going towards. And I think that people not understanding the importance of that, it doesn't have to be I play football, you play football. Like you can't play basketball, you can't be an entrepreneur, you can't be a doctor. No, it means that when you go in that operating room, when you go in that, you know what I'm saying, that bar exam, like you on the same time and I'm on when I'm on the football field or when I'm in the classroom. And that's something that rubs off throughout a community. And then like, bro, when y'all get that understanding, everybody's unstoppable. But that's only in those friend groups that are elite. Like a lot of friend groups, you look at them, male or female, like it's that leader. There's a big dog, and then it's the people that's following behind them. Or it's like everybody's kind of scared of one person, or everybody's kind of talking about this one person. Like, bro, that is the biggest waste of time. Like, why would you spend all your time, 90% of your time around people that you don't even like?
Right.
Or not even get any
Right.
information.
Yeah, like
bro.
you're not gaining anything from these relationships, bro.
But you just
And you
like,
you wake up
wasting
every day
time.
in that. That's NPC activity, bro.
Gotta be.
Like every
You
like,
see
and
that
that ain't to mean we don't disagree. We don't
Right,
fight, cause me and my brothers, we fight. We go back and forth. We gonna argue. We gonna cuss each other out. All of that. But at the end of the day, we understand like it's two different sides. But at the end of the day, iron sharpen iron. We both want to see each other win. We both trying to be more successful. We on that same page. But if you got that type of animosity and arguing between two people who one of them really has some sort of anxiety issue, the other one has a self-conscious, like y'all are just tearing each other down and making each other feel worse when it's friendships out there. It's two types. It's a whole spectrum. It's crazy, but it's like some of them are the best friendships you'll ever see, and they take each other to new heights. And other ones, they tear each other down. They take each other to the darkest depths. And it's like, it's just crazy how you pick your friend groups and the people around you. It'll affect your life.
Really,
Are y'all still friends with? Cause it's crazy how I see every year we just getting older. What friends? Not only that I had when I was like let's say 5, 6, 7, like middle school, elementary, high school, whatever. How long people either stay friends for real or fall out.
And that's a huge tell too, bro. If you run into people and they can't keep no relationships, they don't know how to. And it ain't like, oh, you got to come out the womb with this person. Y'all had to be in the same neighborhood. Nah, but like, bro, I known you for an extended period of time, and you know what I'm saying, we locked in for a greater purpose. Like it's really deeper than just this social media tagging or this, you know what I'm saying, clout chasing and looking in the crowd. Nah, like I got dudes that I've been like this with since 4th grade, since kindergarten. That like, bro, we was literally jits. We went through everything together. These is my brothers, like, and that's one thing that shows you can tell about a lot about a person by their relationships and how long they're able to keep them. And then if I see a person who doesn't have that, you know what I'm saying, 10, 15 year plus relationship with anybody in
makes
their
me
life,
question them.
not yeah, you gonna question them, but at the same time, if I see that they want to grow and they want to learn, I'm not gonna hold it against them. But I also understand the way that they communicate and the way that they're affected by things, the way that they take and kind of like interact with people is not the same way as someone like me who, if I'm around my dogs for 15 plus years, bro, we done been through every emotion together. So it ain't really nothing you can do to me other than unless you doing just something snake slime completely wrong. Like it's nothing you can do to me to really get me out my body. Like me and the bros don't fight no more. 6th, 7th, 8th grade, bro, we used to go at it, fists in the yard, like every day, like all the time. A football game, we playing Madden, we on the trampoline, whatever it is, we used to like actually get so emotional to fist fight each other. But like this past summer, bro, me and one of my dogs, Sly, bro, we got into like, it got to that point because I was at his house. We stayed with each other for like a extended period of time. You know, when you stay with your friends for a long period of time, you gonna bump heads. But like it never got to that point where it was like, I don't mess with you. Like you getting on my last nerve, bro. You doing everything that you know I don't mess with. But you still my brother. You feel me? But people who don't have those type of relationships, they can't understand it and they take it so serious and they dramatic and they cut people off quick because they never had nobody they could really trust and really open up to as a person and sink into. So that's one of those things that you definitely got to watch out for.
Especially in today's society.
Yes,
We a
bro.
big, like, it's big everybody. Don't trust nobody.
And
Don't
people will
trust
backdoor
nobody.
you. People will backdoor you.
Yeah, facts. It's not like that's off the table.
Yeah,
But it's like everybody's first thought is to not trust somebody.
exactly.
So it's off rip.
We got trust issues as a generation, and it really
trust
started.
issues big.
But some people just say they have trust issues. In
But
reality,
don't
they
really
just,
do
they
have
don't
trust
have.
issues. It's like, yeah.
They just saying it just to say they really don't understand it. They really like it. Will you know what I'm saying? Or it's just like, nah, dude. Like you're just overreacting off of something small. Or they don't understand. Like, or they had a situation, but they weren't grown enough to talk the situation out to see both parties and what both parties had to say. You know?
Yeah,
Because it's like that's a lot of the situations that be happening in the world nowadays. Is that all it takes is a conversation
To fix
to
it.
fix a situation.
A lot
You
of the
know,
stuff that's going on doesn't have to be going on. A lot of the injustice in the world right now doesn't. It's just a disagreement. It's just a misunderstanding over probably some funds. You know what I mean? Like you go to the hood, bro. A lot of that stuff really isn't even real beef. It's just a misunderstanding about something. It's about people pride and stuff that's kind of like intangible. You feel me? When in reality, you look around the hood, bro. That's a great community with a lot of talented people with a lot of ability to do something. But if they don't bring it right together in the right means and in the right formula and strategy, it'll never be nothing what it's supposed to be, but it's also designed not to allow that to happen. But that's why strategy is so important because you could go see a room full of so much talent, and it's just no strategy. Is not a lot of structure put together to succeed, and that's the thing. Like, bro, school is so structured and strategized, but the plan and the final goal is different than what a lot of people are sold and what they believe it is. Like you would think going into school you're gonna come out a genius, but we know idiots that's graduating. You know what I mean? Because it's just to send you to a certain
Heavy on that.
yeah, it's just taking you to a certain destination. But you know what I'm saying? You think it's one thing, but it's really another. So I mean, the strategy is important, bro, especially when you're talking about the people you putting around you.
you always want to be around like-minded people, like I said, and people that's you guys could grow each other, like in like especially in business, for
Yeah, that
example.
too.
Like, I don't want to be around someone that I know I can't provide any, like anything good for them, and they can't produce anything good for me.
Yeah,
You know, like, or if I just give, or I'm just over here just giving off knowledge for someone, or just giving off something amazing for someone,
yeah.
and they can't give back. It's like, all right, like, what do you bring? What's something
What's the
valuable
point
do
of
you
you
bring to
being
this
here?
friendship? You know,
Yeah,
because it's not like, oh yeah, like, oh, we're counting favors or none of that stuff. That's
yeah.
not the case. But at the same time, with friendships, you want someone that could bring value in some type of way, in some type of fashion to your life.
And then you look at them and ask them what they doing. They look at you like you crazy. Like
Yeah,
they act like you weird for asking.
yeah. I'm like, bro, I can't hang with people like, if there's no, there's nothing wrong with 9 to 5, like, no 9 to 5 people. You
At
know what I'm saying?
all.
No, no, no. But if you have that mindset of like, oh yeah, you know what? Like, I just want to make 50K a year and just live the average life. You
We
know,
different.
like, you're cool, bro. You know what I
Yeah, we
mean? Like, you
different.
got
That
it.
ain't
Like,
nothing.
that's just not me. You
We
know what I'm
different.
saying? So my knowledge and what I want to gain and the stuff I'm looking for is gonna be way different from what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just gonna be right here, and I'm over here thinking of like this step right here with this one over here. Like, I don't. I want to be around people that are higher than me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That I can learn from, and all that other stuff. Like, I remember my old school. I had a group of friends. So they're basically like family now,
yeah,
and well, they are a family when I first met them, and they taught me so much. And you like they didn't treat me different because of who I am or my skin color, none of that stuff. We just brought in, like, we're like, hey, like, we all have the same ideas in
yeah.
life. We all want to do
And
better
you
in life.
talk
All
about
that.
that in Massachusetts, like you know what I'm saying, the different ethnicities and how people aren't really as divided by like black or white or Indian, Asian. Like if y'all, you'll see, you said you'll see like an Asian group, a Asian dude walking down the hall with a white dude and a Hispanic dude. Like it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's also different in the experiences. Like you didn't really see that at a lot of the schools that I went to. Well, middle school, I went to an open IB middle school. It was like every different type of person and different friendships. But like high school, really, um, you don't see too much of that. But that's a huge part of the strategy. Like when you talking about opening up, and I think as a community too, like opening our mind to seeing what other people are doing and like conjoining and understanding different techniques and strategies that could be used to reach success. I think that's a big thing that we got to focus on more. Like I see a lot of people that are judgmental, especially even nowadays, like by skin color and ethnicity and stuff. And it's sad to still see that. You know what I mean? Like you hope that one day we could be people who are kind of more integrated, but even still, bro, it's just interesting to hear that from You being from where you from, I'm not from like a northern environment like that. Like I done seen some racist stuff. It's not like it's prevalent. Nah, it's prevalent, bro. It's pretty blatant. but like nah, it's just like
That's crazy.
it's interesting though. It's really interesting, especially y'all being from up north. Like I didn't see too many Asians and like Indians like being friends with like a Hispanic dude. Like it's Asians and Indians, Hispanics in the school, but like they hang out with the Asians, Indians, Hispanics. So that's a good strategy that you mentioned. And y'all like family. You said it. We
Yeah.
family.
I got a question for y'all. Do you guys pick friends, or would you guys pick friends based off of economic backgrounds?
Nah.
Nah, and that's one thing that I think is also really a really good aspect of it is the fiscal side of it, or like the financial, because it goes both ways. Like it's something to gain on both parts. Um, if you have a friend who has more money than you, when you go around that friend or you're at that friend's house, you're in their, setting where they live, you'll see some crazy things, bro. Like I wasn't broke growing up, I wasn't poor, but it was people that had more money than me. It was people that had less money than my family, you know what I mean? But when you go see the upper class and like if you go see the lower class, it'll really open your eyes and it'll make you like it'll kind of
Changes your life in a
yeah,
sense.
Mhm.
because you don't really know until cuz if it's all you know and that's what your family's background is, man, you don't man, I used to go to a friend's house, they got like a pool in the backyard, like that would be something that you think about it, but like realistically, it's not all that to them. You know what I mean?
Because they have it.
Yeah. And I thought it was this big thing. Like we didn't have a pool. Like I had a backyard to play in, bro. I ain't like swimming, bro. I would just need a space to throw a football for real. And I had that. But like with me and my sibling, like we go see stuff like that and it's just like it'll make you change the way you experience things, but I don't think it'll really change the friendship because whether somebody got it or they don't got it, bro, like you said, if you got something to offer, it's not always it don't gotta be money. It could be anything. Like you a good person. You challenge me, bro. I'ma keep that person around regardless of their financial state. But I definitely think that it opens your eyes, like seeing some people whose parents are like doctors or you know what I'm saying, these jobs that make so much money and go to these private schools or these high end schools versus going to a school where it's like, some people's parents, government workers, they might not be, the most financially well off, but they still have something to offer to you as a person. And even at such a young age, growing up, I think that's cool. And I don't think it's cool for like kids to get made fun of because of how much money they do or don't
Yeah,
have,
that's crazy.
or like what they wear to school and stuff
'Cause
like
you know
that.
that's not even in their control at that time.
Yeah, and that's something like even in middle schools, you see it like it's kids that don't got all the new shoes and stuff like that. But like, if you don't got the ability to like really make it look good and stuff like that, bro, people will try to not be cool with you or whatever. But I don't think that's the way to go. And when you make your money decisions, it's also important to take into accountability um who you invest into as well. So like I don't like you said we don't count favors. I wouldn't like I don't me and my we don't really be asking each other for bread like that, bro. Regardless of who got it or who don't got it. Like if I'm going to eat, bro don't got enough money to eat. We eating regardless. Like I don't have to get. I'm not like you feel me, and that's the type of people that you want though. Regardless of money, like if I had food and you don't, if you had food and I didn't have food, would you share? You feel me? That type of stuff. I think that's more what you look into than the literal money that the person has, because it's been times where if I didn't have it, my friend got me, and that was more important to me than how much money he was really his family had or anything like that. I think personally. Did you look at that, or was you even around? You feel me? People that had more money than you, or because I think that's the thing too. Like a lot of people they surrounded by is their socioeconomic
Oh yeah, like
space.
so for me, So for me, how I saw it, like growing up, like I wasn't over here living in a house or anything. I was living in an apartment, and came from two hardworking immigrants in my family. They were my parents. Like
Yeah.
that's who I had, and so they did the best they could have, and we had what we had. And for me, that's what I knew at the time. So I understand what you're saying. Like, oh yeah, like you see the people that have way more,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have the people that have less. Like, and when you're growing up, it's like, oh shit. Like when you realize it,
Mm-hmm.
it makes you really start, like your brain actually starts to think and like have different like thoughts about it. And then when you get older, it's like, okay, then you start to see like the more mental side of it now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, are you going to judge people by not their economic backgrounds, by like you can't say, like for me, how I see it as is like you could be broke physically, but are you broke mentally?
Yeah. That part.
That's how I go across it. Because it's like right now, I'm not gonna say like, oh, growing up now, because I'm 23. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like I have to think about who's gonna be better for me in my life right now at 23.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But I'm not gonna look at someone like, damn, this nigga's broke. He got nothing to offer.
Yeah.
But if I know,
The dudes who really broke, that's really been broke, they want to go get it.
hmm
That's just from what I've been like the people that, and it's people who broke that don't want to go get it. But
but
like,
how'd you get in it though? That depend. That matters
yeah,
as well.
that definitely matter.
You
That
feel me?
definitely matter. But like, if I see a dude who broke, but I know he get into it, I just respect him. I
'Cause you
don't.
could be broke for a little bit, but
Yeah,
money's gonna come in later on.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's all up. Like you got to see, is it? Do they have a broke mentality or do they have a wealth mentality?
yeah. The mentality
The mentality is what really matters, because if you're mentally weak, I can't be around you
at all.
because I know it's gonna crumble. Your plan and all that stuff is
Right.
gonna crumble, bro.
That stuff rubs off for real.
Yeah, it rubs off. Once you have bad
Yeah,
energy and all that stuff around you, bro, it just rubs off. It's just like you just become less of yourself, or you're not meeting your potential and your expectations. Is like now you're just knocking yourself off. What are you really doing? You feel me? Like, nah. So I never judge people off of money because I know where I came from,
yeah,
and like the things I went going through life and all this other stuff. Like life wasn't always easy or wasn't always like fun or whatever. Like, I
yeah,
remember I used to go just like if someone said they lived in a house. Like I was like, holy shit! Like this person's rich. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like for me, that was my story growing up at
yeah.
times.
That's a crazy dynamic though, cause
Yeah.
for me, I lived in a house, but like, bro, don't let me catch somebody with a 3-story house. Like it was crazy to me. Like my neighbor literally had 3 stories, and when I would go to bro house, like he was my friend, it was crazy to me because it just looked so much bigger. But like we literally in the same cul-de-sac. But I guess that show you like kids don't really be understanding money, but I think it's a good thing. Like you said, you could tell someone heart or they mental being able to
That
tell.
really, I think that's
Yeah.
what really matters the most.
Mhm.
Because there are people that have friends. Oh, well, they pick their friends based off of money,
Mhm.
and I don't knock them for that because
Nah, I
that's
knock them, and it always come back to bite.
nah.
Well, I ain't gonna say because I
I've
don't know what people you
I don't
talking.
know I don't know their strategy, but when
Yeah,
I've heard
You
I
other
can't
know the
knock
people.
somebody until you
The
really.
people,
Yeah.
the people that I went to school with that would choose friends based off of money, like they was not good people. But I mean, it didn't really matter to me because it came back to bite them always. But in high school, bro, we used to go to some of these girls. They had big houses, bro, like really big houses. But it was like they was unhappy, and that was crazy. Like they would have these parties and invite all these people to these houses or and it's just like it was weird. It was a weird dynamic where it's like, bro, you got all this stuff. You rich. You pretty beautiful by people's standards, but like you could tell in their friend choices and who they hang out with and what they do. It's like you're not happy. So that was one reason I never really had a feeling to choose based on the economic status. But it's a lot of different angles you could look at it from.
the reason why I don't knock it because I know people that do it, but their reason, like when they told me their strategy, like they had their reasonings and they,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and it makes sense and their plan makes sense.
yeah,
And let's say, is it something they were taught or whatever? For some instances,
something you could pick up from that
yeah,
person.
it really makes sense because it's like once you're around people with money, you start to pick up on things. That's
Yeah,
that's some of their reasonings. That's some of the reasons. Like okay, like hey, like this person they come from a family with money. then now if they're hanging with their family and all this other stuff, they're giving off wealth, they're giving off information that you're not getting because a lot of these people that have money and all that stuff like that are in the top
It's
tier.
these dark rooms.
Bro, a lot of these people keep that information for themselves or to their close friends and all. Like you
The
don't
rock-
get all
yeah.
that information from people.
The same way the Rockefellers
Yeah.
made the school system, like they wasn't finna put the same information that they was teaching their kids in the home in the general education board to teach everybody. Like they said that like they trying to make education versus what rich people teach their kids is two different things
Hmm.
because they're teaching financial literacy. You're in literacy. Like they're teaching socioeconomic studies. You're in social studies. So it's a difference. Like, and especially as, you know, people of color in this country, like if you don't come from money, then when you come to it, you gotta know how to handle it because it's real easy to lose it. And we see that with professional athletes. Like they'll just they'll get drafted and they'll have this big payout, and a couple years later they lost the money. But it's like they wasn't ever taught financial literacy and how to actually
Manage.
manage and make it double and triple. Like that's an important thing to teach. Like
Bro, people live different, bro. Once you see and pick their brain, bro, it's like it's
some people,
mind-boggling.
you'll see people that got their money working for them.
Oh yeah, that's what I
That's
want
the
to do.
goal.
They got their money
You gotta
turning over
have your
for
money
'em.
working for
Passive
you.
income is the way to go.
And it's like,
And
bro,
multiple streams of.
we gonna strike though, bro. Like we gonna be watch. We be having the same conversation, like put up in like Bora Bora somewhere, with like mad watches, rings, like the wealth. I can feel it already here, but I think like the way that you go about it, the strategy, like we talk about, that's gonna be a big part of it. But definitely how you choose your people and like seeing people who have more versus the people who have less, but the people who have more, their lifestyle and their choices that they make in the way that they differ from the lower classes, it's insane. It's rigged, actually. That's one thing you'll see too. Like it's definitely rigged. It's definitely unfair. But once you crack that code, you're gonna be living
Yeah,
good.
I mean, life is unfair, bro.
Most
Life is
definitely.
life is unfair. Is what you do.
Yeah, it's just weird
know?
because we have
It's
enough
about how
for
you
everybody.
respond.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
Gotta
enough for
respond.
everybody though. That's
Yeah,
the weird
because-
part. Like we have enough for every single. No, people don't have to be starving, but that's the way it is. Like if you don't do what you have to do to make the bread, you're gonna be one of those people.
It's a
that's
dog eat
starving.
dog world, bro.
Yeah,
It's sad to say, but like, bro, it's a dog eat dog world. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like that shit don't matter, bro. At the end of the day, like,
And nobody cared when it was you.
You're gonna make money to provide for that last name, like
Yeah, nobody
That's what
cared
it
when it
is.
was you.
at all.
When you homeless, you on the side of the street, bro. They be treating people like dirt. I don't think that's cool either, though.
Would you guys be willing to share some of you guys' plans in your life, plans and strategies in your life?
Yeah. My strategy, I'll give you a level of my strategy. You know, I think, and this for the viewers too, like my strategy, part of my strategy is kind of like the mystical part of it, or like the silence. Like you don't really gotta tell everybody everything you gonna do because you think it's not, you know what I'm saying, gonna be heard or whatever. Like that's a big part of my strategy. Like that is a big part of my strategy. I think a lot of people know what I want, my goals and what I want to be. You know, a lot of my goals I've already accomplished them. Been people that said I wouldn't, but it's like, I think silence is like a great asset to have, and I think that you not telling your strategy to the wrong people or to people in general, because people can't stop what they don't know about, you know, and they don't even got to know how it's gonna happen or if it's gonna happen, but like when they see, they gonna know. That was kind of the situation for me. Like a lot of people didn't think I would do this or that, but I mean, at the end of the day, when I do it, it's kind of like people know. So that's a great strategy to use. It's part of my strategy. Not even half, not even a quarter, not the whole. But
I could talk a little bit about my goal and my plan. I'm not gonna get too much into the strategy as to how I'm gonna get there, but my goal is to be a multi-millionaire sports agent, owning my own sports agency firm.
Avery McGuire.
The plan for that is to go to law school. I gotta get my JD because I want to be handling all the legal paperwork. I don't want to have to hire
All right.
another
All right, young black
party.
man.
I
Okay.
wouldn't have to hire a lawyer and attorney to handle that because one, that's money. That's more money out of my pocket.
Facts.
And on top of that, that could screw up relationships. The relationships I have with my clients because I want them to trust me, and you only have to trust me because there's not gonna be nobody else involved. Because
Facts.
I'm handling everything for you. So once I build that interpersonal relationship with them, they're gonna be able to trust me. You know I'm not gonna play with your money. And on top of that, I want to be a sports agent, like I said. I got mad friends that are athletes,
Yeah.
just like myself. I'm a football player. I got mad friends that are actually good at what they do. They're really good at what they do, and they have the potential to take that professionally and be really good in you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
in their professional sport. So they're gonna need some help on the legal side, on the back end.
Yeah.
They can handle all the stuff on the field, but
Contractually.
right. And I'm gonna be the guy for them. And it's like I already have those relationships because these are my friends that I've known since, let's say, high school, middle school, whatever the case is. I
Way
even
back
met
in the
in
day.
college even. But it's like crazy how many people I know that could be successful in their sport, and it's like that's a lot of clients. I gotta
is.
take care of them.
Yeah.
And I need to be equipped to take care of them. So I'm gonna go to law school, boom, take what I need to take, and y'all gonna see. We all
Nah.
gonna see.
Yeah, that's a good
The
strategy.
strategy to that, y'all gonna know.
You ain't trying to give up the sauce.
Yeah, we can't give out the sauce.
Nah, man. All right. Shit. My goal, own a lot of businesses, entrepreneurship, not working for no one. Like, I can't call another man boss. I don't know.
Yeah, that
You
shit
know what I mean?
dead. That shit dead.
Nah, that's just not for me. I can't do that. Like, I realized that when I was in high school, like working my first actual job, and I'm just like, nah, this is not me. You know, I like being able to be in control of my own life and being able to see my dad do it and using his same blueprints. Like he already gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking that, and now I'm using his strategy, but I remixed it into my own shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got the blueprint, bro. I already have the recipe. I don't need a piece of the pie from someone else.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like I'm already ready to go. I already have it, and then I already have other stuff that I already have implemented in place to start up. You know, and the strategies, things just take time. You just
Yeah.
can't rush.
Yeah, don't rush.
Yeah, because one of my boys, I don't want to say, you know what I'm saying, but like he had a plan and he had a whole strategy, bro. Like he's been doing for 3 years, bro. Like while in school, he's about to get his master's right now, and he got approved. He got approved for a loan for something big, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like that's something we always talked about from when we first met in college, and we said like, hey, we know how to help each other, you know, like.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you gonna do that? All right, cool. Like, hold on, I have this planned out, and already like everything aligns perfectly with certain people,
These
bro.
things fall in motion.
Yeah,
They fall in motion, and it'll take care of itself when you go about
and
it right.
and I think that's the best part about college. A lot of people say college is a scam. Yes, for sure,
For sure.
for most things, because you don't need college for a lot of degrees that people have. But
If you don't know how to network,
yeah, but that's what. But
It's
that's
only
what
a
college,
scam if you don't use it. To your
Yeah,
advantage.
but you're getting an opportunity to meet so many people with so many things to offer in one little area, bro. It's like
Yes. At your fingertips.
And
at
they-
your finger, like
At
that's
your fingertips for the
literally.
next 4
So
years.
it's like holy shit. Like yeah, the money is expensive for
This what
college,
they
but
do,
at the same
bruh.
time, it's like damn, bro. Like you have an opportunity to get in rooms you would never get in if you didn't go. Like
this
or it
what
would be
they-
harder to get in if you didn't go to college, you know? Or just things is like people, it would be harder to meet or just impossible to meet. And people you just would never see in your life if you didn't go, you
They
know?
throwing it in these youngins' face too fast, man. They put them on these college campuses. They telling them to get drunk and do a whole bunch of stuff that's not productive. But like in reality, bro, like what you said is facts. Like you meeting so many different people in such a small place. Like this doesn't happen often once you get into the adult world. Like you basically going in, doing what you do every day, and if you don't love it, bro, you're screwed.
It's offending.
Yeah, like, but nah, for real, bro. Like, you'll meet a lot of different people in college. Like, it's crazy where people are from, what they know, what they've seen.
And I'm grateful for my experience prior to college, right? Going before my senior year, I went to Notre Dame. I got the opportunity to go to Notre Dame for a pre-college summer program. And it's a program that only admits 200 students, juniors and seniors, but a total of 200 students from across the
The
world.
globe.
The globe.
Yeah.
The globe. They got different tracks.
200 from across the globe.
But you gotta have you gotta submit your application and everything. It's like damn near like you applying for college and everything. You trying to get in, but it's for pre-college. And man, when I say that was the best 2 weeks of my life, bro, to this day, that was the first real, I guess, look I got to see on real life networking, bro. Like real life networking. I'm 17 years old. I'm about to be or this is after my junior year, entering my senior year of high school type shit. So I'm 16.
Right.
No, I'm lying. I'm 17 at this time.
Okay.
But
okay. Yeah.
boom, I'm about to be a senior, and it's like it's 200 kids. My roommate was from South Sudan, bro. Like
Insane.
That's dope.
my roommate,
That's
like
insane.
I'm staying with him for 2 weeks. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm meeting people from Asia, from everywhere. Like I even met kids from Westchester, from my county, and it's like if I see another, like what are the odds of me seeing you
200
Yeah.
and
out of the world.
and you know what I'm saying? And
It's
South
crazy,
Bend,
though.
Indiana.
When you talk about, the kid, your roommate being from South Sudan, like, imagine the conversations that could have been had, you know what I'm saying, based on your different life experiences, his life experiences, like what y'all seen and everything. It's just crazy.
And it's like a lot of them. It's funny because a lot of them kids actually go to Notre Dame now that I was friends with in my section. But it's crazy meeting kids from across the country or across our country too. So it's like I'm still friends. We still are tight in my group chat with it's like 16 of us. But it's like you got kids I got people in North Carolina, people in Chicago, like people from like everywhere, Cali.
Yeah.
Like it's just a whole bunch of I got new friends everywhere, and it's
Network.
like all these guys are like very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? It's not like again, only 200 kids are admitted into this program. So this is like the cream of the crop, essentially. So it's like you can't go wrong with whoever you're networking with.
And a lot of people don't know the power of networking and like.
And on top of that, I was literally having classes and stuff. So now I'm meeting professors that teach there, and they're teaching me. Like I was in a marketing track, so I'm learning 2 weeks. I'm learning about a whole bunch of marketing stuff going to on little field trips to nonprofit organizations and helping them. And I constructed a whole project at the end of the about we had a specific organization and then how they could better promote and market whatever for they.
Yeah, that
It was cool. Like it was a real cool experience.
it gets your rep up. Like I think it's in my blood.
Nah, facts, yo.
Yeah.
I went from a brown shirt to like
Yeah, like jeans at the park. Like, like, bro, it's in my blood though. Like, you ever like went somewhere with your dad, like, and your dad just like talking to like a whole bunch of people, like. It was
Random people.
It was like that when like I was growing up. Like everywhere I go with my dad, like he just talked to somebody, like real like bro,
like dead ass
Like
get to know this damn.
Yeah.
Like,
yo,
you never seen before. Now all of a sudden,
No,
Yeah,
buddy, like what's going on here? Like,
but
what?
it's like that was networking, and I didn't know it at the time, but it was like. And then you look at the difference in networking between like men and women. Like when you go to the grocery store with your mom, if your mom sees somebody that she know, like they'll talk. Like the conversations is different, but it's like the energy is the same. Where it's like, you know what I'm saying, we're both mutually kind of interested in what is going on in each other's life for the sake of like we could kind of like we relate or we could help each other and be kind of like a partnership or whatever. And that's really like humanity. I think like when you learn how to network and how to really find yourself in the right rooms and say the right things, meet the right people, shut up at the right times, talk at the right times, man, this life is the possibilities is endless. We talk about NPC characters though, man, but like I be really feeling like I'm on a GTA modded account, like because there's so many things you can do.
yo,
The possibilities are endless, man, when you talk to the right people. You know how to network and strategize.
bro. The best, like, only take like, what's the saying now? Like, it's better to know someone than what you call it.
What?
Uh,
It's not who you know. It's what. It's not what you
It's
know.
not what you know.
is who you know.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not what you know.
It's who you know, not
yeah.
what you know. Yeah, that's fact though. Small world, man. Like,
Yeah, because
Bro.
you could get by. That's a lot of
You
things
could
I've
be
seen.
the smartest nigga that
And not get
graduated
jack
and
shit.
everything and not get nothing, or the nigga next to you
Didn't do
just
a damn thing in
didn't do,
school.
but he knows
everybody in that school
He
mess with Buddy,
You feel me?
and he finna get all of them. Oh, this dude over here.
He about to get a job fresh out of
Yeah.
college,
Bro,
while you
I'm
just
telling
had to
you,
work your ass.
bro,
This
I've
dude a
still gotta
DJ.
apply. You still gotta
Yeah.
apply. This
I've
nigga
seen
already
it
just
so
handed
many
shit.
times, bro. I've seen it so many times, bro. It's crazy.
Hey, yo, my man's got a job for you.
Yeah.
He can hook you up. Like,
And the crazy part is, bro, a lot of people, the people that don't get enough credit are the people, like I was talking about this in my group chat, are the people that know how to get others to do things for them, but even though they don't know how to.
yeah,
Because they know how to strategize for real. Those are the people that if you really want to sit down and know strategy, those are the people that really know strategy too. Like they might have like let's say for example like a tech company. That person that's
Yo.
over here,
you literally
that's
just.
really
I was
the
just
business.
thinking about that.
Yeah, but they don't know how to do computer work at all.
Steve Jobs,
But they know how to.
when he was at IBM,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
like being a creative director and stuff like that. Like
Literally.
he's doing all of this stuff, and his boss and his overseers are like, man, stop. We don't need that. Just make the computer. But he's like, no, this is an operating system. Like you can make it do things for you, so you don't have to do it. And then when he left and made Apple, like it was like this whole thing about how now we got iPhones and Siri and face detect, like all of this stuff.
You know what's crazy about that? At the Notre Dame program, because I was in the marketing track, we actually had Apple come in and
Yeah, like
it was all cool shit.
these things that are
So-
global phenomenons.
About
to
the marketing
us.
side of Apple though.
Yeah, the global phenomenon to us, like Apple's sleek design and their packaging and all of that stuff. It's literally, it's an experience, but it's also just
It has meaning to it.
yeah, like almost like a fashion statement or like a status symbol.
They did it strategically.
It's a strategic thing to where, all right, if you got an iPhone, like the Android every year could be the better phone with the better camera and more storage and more range, but like the fact that the iPhone looks the way that it looks and it has the effect that it has on the youth and everybody in the hype culture and all that stuff, it's just gonna always get bought. And I think that, like what you were saying, like a tech company and people not knowing how to get things done but getting people to do it for them, like that was literally what Steve Jobs was embodied. Like he was a person who knew what he wanted, but the people around him wasn't trying to help him get to that, so he got people that was, and now we see what it is. And eventually those people, you know what I'm saying, removed him from the company and all that. But it's
Rest in
crazy.
peace, Steve
Yeah.
Jobs, man.
Like, and that's an interesting story too, because I think his strategy is one of the greatest ones. But when you look at it, he basically talked about like he was like a troll to everybody. Like nobody really liked Steve Jobs as a person. Nobody thought he was like really, oh my gosh. But then he had fans, but it was like if you talk to him one on one, you're not gonna like it because he's so driven towards that destiny and that goal of building a computer that does what you want it to do, the way you want it done. Like that's a strategy. Like it's just crazy when you really observe it. Like I said, reality will really show you things. Like you just think about it, the way that his strategy was, and then other strategies of people who didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Or it did work out, but it like they took you off the board and did all this extra stuff. Like it's just amazing to look at. It's a phenomenon for real.
Bro, those people, I've met a few of them, and they've taught me a lot. Like some of the things is basic, but basic in certain ways. Like it sounds like, you know what I mean, like very, very cliche, but the things really make sense, and it's like, damn, these are things that a lot of people can't do.
Yeah.
Just being disciplined with money, financial literacy, and all that those stuff. That plays a huge part in people's lives, and just being able to know how to speak to people and how to get things done, build a plan, build a system.
Mm-hmm.
You got to strategize a system. You got to see how it works. You got to figure a lot of things out. Like it's a lot of things that play into it because now you're having workers for you, and you know that you don't know how to do it, so you got to know how to really cater to them. Like for example, I remember I think it was probably high school or middle school, they were telling us like how Google, they let their workers just come in at whatever, but they get their work done because they make it as comfortable for them. But they know they're gonna get as much work as possible done because of the efficiency, and they're making sure that they're really kept well. Like you know what I mean, everything's very kept. So
During
That goes a lot into you recruiting the right people for that job too. So
yeah,
to really understand what you're looking for, in
Yeah.
a person, for them to execute that, because you're gonna give them that leeway. So
like
Yeah,
a business
that would-
strategy.
yeah.
that job.
it
Business
is Google, so
Yeah, exactly.
you want a certain type of person. Like, yeah, we talking about the tech companies right now, like Google and like Silicon Valley stuff. Like, but like look at the industry like Chick-fil-A. Like Chick-fil-A, they hiring a certain type of person, like because they want their experience of their service to kind of be an experience, literally.
They have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah,
Customer
reputation
service is
uphold.
when it comes to number one customer service.
Yeah, like what
Chick-fil-A comes to everybody's mind.
a quality
At
of
least
person,
once.
a quality of a person, and the quality of the food and the service. Like, a lot of people ask me, about my YouTube and like the videos and stuff, but I'll tell them about the quality. Like, bro, I'm not posting as much no more because if I don't got time to make like a really good video that I actually want people to see, that's actually meaning something, bro, it's probably not gonna get posted because I'd rather not put out trash. Like the Codecast, we don't just not have a plan about what we gonna talk about because like we want it to be something, you know what I mean? So when you invest in this stuff, it's part of the strategy. It's part of the strategy, bro.
yeah. I really think it was a good episode. A lot of people learned from this. I hope you guys could really, really listen to this, tune in, and hopefully you can share this to your friends and family, people that really need help or you really need to hear something like this so they can keep their life on track and flourish for the better of
trying to get
yourself
a
and for
strategy.
others, but really for yourself. You really want to dig deep and really be someone for just you, be a better you.
Yeah, always, man. And think about if you want offspring, if you want children, you want to set them up too for some success.
A
And you want that
strategy.
go down the line, and it doesn't end with us, man. Generations after us, we want to help them, make sure they good. Make sure they
Strategize yourself. Strategize your life, your future, what you want it to be, and then stick to it. That's the biggest part. Stick to it, man.
grind it out, man.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that fun stuff. Tune in to the Instagram. Remember to follow and all that.
Yes,
Thank you guys
sir.
for tuning in. Thank you.
Bow.